72% chance over Lee to win on tonight. With that being said, we are going to go through our picks, starting with Cole. Cole, who do you think is going to win the series? Or, well, not win the series, but win tonight.
Well, I'll if that's okay with you, Josh, I'll give you what I think who will win tonight and who will win the doubleheader on Friday.
Yeah, let's go for it.
And we'll start with tonight. So tonight's contest is at the Garden. This is a tough place to play. I like Cocoa tonight. Now, by how much, I'm not going to say. That's kind of hard to say. I think Lee County has maybe one solid pitcher. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him play this year. But I'm taking Hoko at least tonight. And now for the whole series, if Hoko, like I said, if they execute, play their brand of ball, and they don't mess up, and they have good pitching performances, good hitting, and don't commit errors, I have Hoko clean sweeping Lee County.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, Justin, what do you think for tonight's game?
Yeah, I think you'd be crazy not to take Hoko, especially as a Hoko alumni. So
right.
I'm going Hoko. I think they'll take care of business tonight. And I think they'll more than likely take care of business in the series as well. One thing to keep an eye on, I think I might have had some reports of a few players from Hoko being sick. The flu is kind of going around, I think. So that's an interesting thing to kind of keep an eye on. So, but Hoko all the way for sure.
Yep, I hear you. So for me, it's simple. Again, Hoko alumni. We're all Hoko alumni. We got to ride with the Bears. They're the higher seed. Their probability is higher. Why wouldn't you ride with your guys? And so we are looking for Hoko to take care of business tonight. I think they'll take care of business at Lee. Going down on the road against Lee County. Lee County has beat Lowndes this year. And so I'm not going to say that they will sweep them. I think the higher likelihood is that, they split at Lee. But like you said, Cole, if the Eagles can steal one from Thomas County Central, may not even matter. And so
yeah,
I'm hoping that Northside can snake one from Thomas County Central, and then the split won't even matter. If that,
yeah.
Even if that happens, but I think Hoko's definitely talented enough to go ahead and sweep this thing out. But they do have. There is something to be said in taking losses now versus losses in once you get into the state playoffs. And that's why their strength of schedule is so high. That's why it's always been built that way, even back when Coach Brett was running things, and now that Hopkins has taken over. They play good caliber teams all year long, and even with their young roster, their young squad that they got like 5 freshmen that are contributing on a game-to-game basis. They still have been really, really competitive and still one of the top teams in the state. And so, yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining us. This has been the Wartown Sports pregame show powered by Sports Mike Network. Guys, do you have any final words before we get ready for Bob to call the game?
Just had some information come in.
Oh, we got some live information this morning. All right, let's go.
It looks like, according to reports, Gallison, shortstop, leading hitter for Houston County, average-wise, I think he's hitting about 390 so far this season. I think he's questionable with the flu.
Oh, wow.
So
okay, that's a big one.
We're not sure, so keep an eye on that one. If you don't see Gallison out there for the Bears tonight, could be because of that. I think rumor has it might have started on their spring break trip down in Florida, kind of run through some of the team.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that it's tough. Now, I think it might be a little bit better, like you mentioned, Josh, that it happens right now instead of in 2 or 3 weeks.
For sure.
When these guys are trying to climb through the playoffs. But
absolutely.
Should be some good baseball tonight.
Yeah. Saving grace is that they are playing at home, so even if they have to mix things up, they're in a more comfortable environment. And at the Garden where they play every day, where their fans always show up and support. And so good journalism there, Coach Justin. All right, guys, we're gonna sign off. Thank you guys for tuning in here to the Wartown Sports pregame show powered by Sports Mike Network. Until next time.
Lights on the diamond, dust in the air. Wartown is watching, they're feeling the flare. Step into the box, eyes on the prize. See determination burning in our eyes. Count on the rhythm, count on the heat. Nobody's leaving, nobody's weak. We strike them out fast, we make it look easy. The pressure is rising, the crowd is getting uneasy. Knock it out the park, let the ball fly high. Watch the Wartown colors painting up the sky. Swing for the fences, feel the thunder roll. Wartown Sports Network, we got the heart and soul. We got
the second. Bears got something going. Big hit right here.
They were 3 up, 3 down the first 2 innings, but got a little traffic going on this time after the 2 walks.
Eli Wood trying to get his way out of this fastball thing. And that's going to get through.
Yep.
And they're going to, Matt Hopkins is going to wave him home, and that's going to be the first run of the day in here.
Yeah, that was. He should have hit a cutoff man there because wasn't no way he was going to throw David Hammonds out of play.
And that's going to be your Central Georgia Technical College RBI. Right back to the stretch. Pitch. Allison hits the right field. That's going to get down. In comes Harvey. And that'll be another Middle Georgia Technical College RBI for the 3rd run of the inning. Allison. Nice single going opposite field. Runners at first and 3rd now with 1 out. Pitch fastball hit the center field.
Got all of that one.
Reed Harden going back, and it's gone.
That's out.
That's going to be
into the trees.
It's going to be a national exterminating 3-run homer or bomb right here. What Ethan Canyon is he'll collect 3 national. With a national exterminating home run, he'll collect 3 Middle Georgia Technical College RBIs. Pitch, just like I say that he swings at a pitch and he hits one into the gap in between between right field and right and center. I'll get my tongue untied in a second. Left field for a base hit. Coach Hopkins will hold Bassett up there at 3rd.
Yeah, Bassett, not a lot of speed, but he's a catcher.
So Damian Hammonds with his 2nd hit of the afternoon. 2 for 3 on the afternoon.
1 run already in. Runners at 1st and 2nd.
Oh, there's a nice hit down the right field line. And that will score Keaton Hart.
He's going to go to 2nd. Make it. Thinking 2 all the way out of the box. He kind of hooked away from the right field a little bit. He got to it, but he had a long throw into 2nd. And Gallison never slowed down. He was thinking 2 all the way. He gets the double in the CGTC RBI.
Remember, a nice line drive opposite field. The right field is going to get down. They're going to send Tyson Gaines and he'll score. So that's a Central Georgia Technical College RBI. Ray Byrd.
Good hard hit ball. Gonna make it 11-0. Noah Odom at 3rd. Nobody out. And there's a ground ball past the 3rd baseman into left field. That'll score a run. That's a CGTC RBI for Nick Hardy. And that brings in Noah Odom for the 10th run of the game for the Bears. Here's the 1-1. There goes the runner. And Odom's going to be safe. Throws wide as back. He's going to head for 3rd. It gets into center field. And Odom gets the stolen base. And then on the throwing error by the catcher, he'll head over to 3rd. So he'll get the stolen base.
Spiller's orthodox stolen base.
And the E2. And there's a ground ball. That's going to be in the right field for a base hit. Sharply hit past the first baseman. So Gallison stands down at first. It's a sign. He checks the runner at second. Breaking ball. That's hit deep to left. And that is going to be a grand salami for Tyson Gaines, the number 9 hitter. He hits a grand slam.
National exterminating home run.
National exterminating home run and 4 CGTC RBIs. The first hit of the game, and it's a grand slam.
Fastball coming, watch the rotation. This is the pride of a whole generation. Slide for the bag, kick up the clay. Wartown is taking the trophy today. No errors in the field.
In second, there's got something going. And a big hit right here.
They were 3 up, 3 down the first 2 innings, but got a little traffic going on this time after the 2 walks.
Well, we're trying to get his way out of this basketball thing. And that's going to get through.
Yep.
And they're going to, Matt Hopkins is going to wave him home, and that's going to be the first run of the day in here.
Yeah, that was. He should have hit a cutoff man there because wasn't no way he was going to throw David Hammonds out of play.
And that's going to be your Central Georgia Technical College RBI.
Home are proud sponsors of all Houston County High School sports.
Hey sports fans, this is Pastor Jim Perdue from Second Baptist Church right here in Warner Robins. We're located at 2504 Moody Road, and we'd love for you to join us on a Sunday. We meet at 9 a.m. for life groups and 10:30 a.m. for worship. You can find out more information on our website at secondfamily.church. That's secondfamily.church. Our prayers and support go out to all the coaches and athletes for a safe and successful season. From Second Baptist Church, your second family.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
All right, welcome back to the Dozier Law Group pregame show. Coach Hopkins and the Lee County coach having their powwow with the umpires and talking about ground rules and such. We're getting close to baseball time. Lee County in a red jersey with a black strip across the chest with red Trojans, little white, little black in the trim, black pants, white hat with black on the front, on the bill. The Bears coming in their white uniforms with the short sleeve gray sleeves, the gray hat, maybe the hat with the bear on the front. But both coaches shaking hands and head back to their dugouts. Any last thoughts,
well,
Bob?
We'll run down the starting lineups if that works for you. For the visiting Lee County Trojans, and they've got some names on here now, so y'all bear with me. Number 2 leads it off. His name is Griffin Louthan. He's playing shortstop. Batting second, number 27, Nathan Tagsy. He is playing right field. Batting third is number 3, Knox Hillhouse. He's the catcher. Batting fourth is number 28, Cole French, playing first base. Batting fifth is number 30, Matthew Giles. He is playing third base. Batting sixth, number 32, Connor Goff. He's playing in left field. The designated hitter, number 13, Cole Lindsey, bats seventh. Number 15, Colton Marshall, playing center field, bats eighth. Number 24, Logan Mathis, the pitcher, will bat ninth. For the homestanding Houston County Bears, leading off will be number 6, Caden Harvey, playing third base. Number 2, Raymond Byrd, the catcher, bats second. Number 28, Isaiah Gallison, the shortstop, bats third. Number 12, Ethan Kinney, the designated hitter and pitcher, he will bat fourth. Batting fifth will be number 8, Noah Odom. He is playing center field. Batting sixth, number 9, Nick Hardy. He is playing first base. Batting seventh, number 10, Peyton Noss. He is playing second base. Batting eighth is number 1, Davian Hammonds, playing right field. And batting ninth, number 7, Tyson Gaines, playing in left field. The battery for Lee County will be number 24, Mathis, throwing to Hillhouse, and Ethan Kinney throwing to Byrd for the Bears. So we are just about ready to get underway here.
Yep, Bears sprinting to their position in the field, getting ready for the national anthem. Still not too late to get out here and catch some baseball at the Garden. I'm telling you, just about perfect. Now, it may get a tad cool before it's over with. I brought my jacket, but right now it doesn't get any better than this.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a prettier day than right here. As you said before, there's not a cloud in the sky anywhere, not even a little one.
And it's not hot, and it's not cold.
That's right.
It's a perfect temperature, a great day for baseball. All right, let's go ahead. We'll get a break. We'll be back with first pitch. This is the Dozier Law Group pregame show powered by Hughes Honda.
Named the #1 best value university in Georgia, Middle Georgia State University. We have a wide variety of high-quality undergraduate and graduate degree programs to choose from that are offered at the lowest tuition rates in the state. Offering programs on 5 campus locations as well as online, our degrees can lead to careers in in-demand fields such as business, information technology, nursing, computer science, and more. Learn more at mga.edu.
Being there. Every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life, providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
Flint Energies, serving your community since 1937.
This is the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
National Exterminating offers friendly and courteous service. The National Exterminating team of registered technicians is a team that you can trust to be very professional in all your pest control needs. With over 13,000 satisfied customers, they are affordable, effective, and environmentally friendly. Pest control is their only business. Call today at 478-922-1410. National Exterminating is proud to support all Houston County teams, and good luck this season.
Hi, this is Rocco Farley at CGTC. I'm the 2024 Instructor of the Year for the Technical College System of Georgia. As a CDL driver and instructor, I spend my days in big trucks, on the road, listening to the radio. CGTC is here for you. We have big-time programs in nursing, aviation, commercial truck driving, and many more. CGTC is your college for big plans, big careers, and big futures. Become who you want to be, right here with CGTC.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
You should be driving a Honda from Hughes Honda in Warner Robins, the #1 rated Honda dealership in Georgia, according to DealerRated.com, and home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. 0% financing available. Shop online for your next ride at HughesHonda.com. Hughes Honda on the corner of Moody Road and Russell Parkway, Warner Robins. Call 866-GO-HONDA. Hughes Honda wishes all the team success this year.
You should be driving a Honda from Hughes Honda. From Hughes Honda.
HughesHonda.com. You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
All right, welcome back to the Precision Collision Game of the Week, powered by Hughes Honda. Bears around the diamond. You got Nick Hardy at first base, Peyton Noss at second, Isaiah Gallison at short, Caden Harvey at third. The outfield left to right, Tyson Gaines, Noah Odom, Davian Hammonds. Behind the plate, Raymond Burden. On the mound, Ethan Kinney. And for the Lee County Trojans in the first, it'll be Griffin Louthan, Nathan Tazzy, and Knox Hillhouse. And to call the first couple of innings, my good buddy, longtime friend, all the way back to Auburn University 40 years ago.
You don't tell it all.
I'm telling you. Yeah, dates has done it.
It has been a minute, friend, that's for sure.
How are you still 39, but you were in school 40 years ago?
I it's just the way it works.
Yeah.
You're only as old as you feel, and right now I'm feeling good. I hadn't had to have 2 hip surgeries yet, buddy.
No, So, all right, you got it, Bob.
Thank you, friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's great to be here. Great to be working with you. And we got a full-blown operation here, video, audio, the whole deal. About ready to get underway here. Caden Harvey. I'm looking at the wrong side. I've already messed up, Tom. Griffin Louthan climbs in. He's the shortstop. First pitch from Kenny, outside corner just below the belt, and that is a called strike one from the voice of Chris Mixon behind the plate. Quickly working, little off-speed pitch right there, breaker for right in there, and again a called strike.
You said Chris Mixon with an M?
Correct.
Okay, because
Yes.
I know Chris Nixon with an N.
This is Chris Mixon with an M. 0-2 count. Breaking ball, that one bounced up there. Good 0-2 right there.
My buddy Chris is a baseball guy, too. He's a character coach down at Westfield for us with FCA.
I got you.
I was glad it wasn't Chris Nixon, and I didn't speak to him when he walked up.
Outside corner called strike three. Beautiful pitch from Ethan Kenny. Great start. Backwards K right there.
Flint Energy's K for Ethan Kenny.
Nice job, Raymond Byrd. He's back there working hard already. He hadn't had to do a lot, but he's framing. He's catching nicely. He's doing a really good job. Got a soft arm on the receiving end of that thing. Setting up early. Big picture. Ooh, slider just missed. Must have been off the plate because it was the right height.
I thought he had a liberal strike zone on the first batter. I thought he might get that pitch, but
I agree. 1-0. Like a little change up there downstairs. 2-0.
Ethan Kenny getting the start. I think Tyson Gaines a little down in the weather. He's in the lineup, but kind of getting ready for a playoff rotation, playoff start 2 weeks from Friday.
There you go. Long look in by Kenny, shakes off a couple of signs. And the 2-0 pitch. That's a fastball down. Then it's 3-0. So as good as he looked on the leadoff guy, he struggled that much on the second guy. Working from the stretch all the time. The 3-0 pitch. I thought that was ball four.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out if he was wrong or if I was wrong. That was definitely a ball. It was high, and he took it for ball four, and then he just stood in the box like he didn't know what the count was.
Sometimes they'll give you a little bit more on that 3-0 pitch.
Right.
And I thought he might get the call, although it was out of the zone. It was not far out of the zone.
I agree 100%. So that brings up Knox Hillhouse. He's the catcher. And a pick over there, pick off attempt. Taxi is back in safely. Kenny comes set, and the pitch. There's the breaking ball down the chute. 0-1 to Knox Hillhouse. Good lead. Yep, good look over there by Ethan. A pick-off attempt. Taxi back safely again, but he knows he's being looked at over there. Set, pitch. Breaking ball down. Evens count at 1-1.
Ethan, his daddy Frank, who I've known, had taught him at Warner Robins. He's said Ethan's going over to Chattahoochee Valley on a little visit over there this coming weekend, and they contacted him and were very interested in him.
That's a good deal.
Yeah,
a lot of quality players come out of CVCC.
Yes.
Another pickoff attempt to first base, back safely is Taxi. Taxi. Looks in, shakes off a couple, comes set now. Here we go. 1-1 pitch. That's a high fastball. It's 2-1. Game really slows down with the runner on base, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
2-1 pitch. Shot down there. back pick attempt from Raymond Byrd, a called strike, evens count at 2-2. Taxi back again safely.
Good throw.
Yeah.
Bird's got a quick release and a strong arm.
He really does. Really does. 2-2 count. One out. Top of the first. No score. Just outside. Fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So if you're the hitter here, you got to like it. Fouls it out of play. If I was hitting there, Tom, I would expect kind of something, I would expect a fastball, and I would expect it pretty close to the center of the plate, because with Ethan struggling a little bit, having walked the previous guy on 4 and got a full count here, I would expect Kenny to not be nibbling here. I would expect him to be coming right at me hard. So it gives him an idea what to sit on. That's a foul ball down the right field line, out of play, slicing out of play onto the hitting facility roof.
He's been behind the last couple of pitches.
And that's kind of the point I'm making. If you're not just overmatched, you should not be late right here. Now, if I'm batting, I may get fooled badly by a breaking ball, but I still don't expect Kenny to throw a breaking ball here. No. I'm looking fastball all the way, sitting dead red.
And being a number 3 hitter, he's probably the best hitter in the lineup.
And he did get that. Popped it up. Second baseman
Peyton Noss drifting underneath it.
Noss goes over there and makes the catch out behind first base. So an F4 for the second out. And that'll bring up number 28, Cole French, first baseman, for his first plate appearance. So 2 outs now with Taxi still running at first base. French is a tall, good-looking kid.
Yeah, he looks like a first baseman.
Yeah. He's not 6'5", but he's 6 foot or so and built. He's put together pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
2 out, runner at first, no score. Kenny looks over, comes set, and the pitch. Breaking ball, runner goes, throw down. Oh, my. Oh, he's safe. He's called safe. The throw beat the runner by feet.
2 seconds.
Yeah. And the fielder did the old swim move, stuck the left hand in and then pulled it back, stuck the right hand around, and got the back side of the bag. Called safe out there by Champ Johnson.
Only way he was safe is if he was safe, because the ball definitely beat him.
Oh, yeah.
Just a great slide by Taxi.
Yeah. Really, really good effort there. Strike on the pitch, so it's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch sails outside. It's 1-1 now.
Because it was a really good throw by Ray Byrd. It was on the money.
Yeah. And plenty early.
Yes. I think Lee County took note of that throw.
Yeah, I suspect so. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, sliced into right field on the run. Safe. Ball gets by the right fielder, Hammonds, rolling all the way, well, not all the way to the wall, but pretty doggone close. That's going to score Taxi from second with ease. And the batter, French, winds up at third base. I'm going to count that as a single and a 2-base error, Tom.
Yeah. I agree. I think if Hammonds had it to play over again, he'd have played that one on a hop. He was coming hard, and he had a chance. But if Hammond's arm is as good as I think it is out there in right field, he had a shot at the plate with the runner because he was coming hard on a hard-hit ball.
I honestly don't know that Taxi was coming home. He may have, given the 2 outs and all that. But I don't know that he was coming home until the ball got past the fielder. Matthew Giles climbs in, takes fastball, first pitch, strike 1.
Because it was hard hit, but it was right at Hammonds.
And he was on, like you said, a dead run in to field it.
And he's playing shallow. He gave it his best effort.
Ball's lifted, driven left center field, long run back to the wall. It is in for a base hit, down for a double. That's an RBI double for Matthew Giles. That is a CGTC RBI. So Matt Giles with a double here.
It'll bring up the left fielder, Connor Goff, 2-0 Lee County here, top of the first. And Raymond Byrd out to talk with Ethan Kinney.
Yeah, two nice at-bats right there, back-to-back, French and Giles. Both balls hit hard. So
if I call him Frank, realize it's still Ethan. Frank is out of eligibility. That's his dad, who I've known a lot longer than I've known Ethan.
Connor Goff climbs in. He's the designated hitter. Time is asked for and granted. So Giles stands at second, 2 runs in. That ball's lifted right field. That should be the third out. Hammond's drifting back. Makes the catch for the third out. But not before Lee County scores twice on 2 hits and a walk. 1 error, 1 costly error by the Bears, and 1 runner is left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Bears coming to bat. You're listening to the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Ortho Georgia's walk-in orthopedic urgent care centers are open from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. No appointment necessary. Forget about the long wait in the emergency room or urgent care facilities. Ortho Georgia's walk-in orthopedic urgent care centers are available on Northside Drive in Macon. Call 478-750-2803 and on Margie Drive in Warner Robins. Call 478-333-5960. Ortho Georgia, your choice for orthopedic excellence.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Rocco Farley at CGTC. I'm the 2024 Instructor of the Year for the Technical College System of Georgia. As a CDL driver and instructor, I spend my days in big trucks, on the road, listening to the radio. CGTC is here for you. We have big-time programs in nursing, aviation, commercial truck driving, and many more. CGTC is your college for big plans, big careers, and big futures. Become who you want to be.
Welcome back. We're at the Precision Collision Game of the Week. Tom Mobley, Bob Daughtry with you. House of County coming up for their first at bat. It'll be Caden Harvey, Raymond Byrd, and Isaiah Gallison. The Lee County Trojans, Logan Mathis is on the mound. Knox Hillhouse is your catcher. French Shepard, Louthan, Giles around the infield from left to right. In the outfield, Goff, Marshall, and Taxi. And to call it, my good buddy Bob.
Thank you, sir. Caden Harvey climbs in, wearing number 6 from the right side. First pitch to him upstairs, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. That's right through there. Called strike 1, taken all the way, was Harvey.
A little pop on that Mathis fastball right there.
Yep. 1-1 count. Breaking ball looked up at the plate, but it popped right on in there. Harvey's behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good breaking ball right there from Mathis.
Freshman third baseman for the Bears.
Breaking ball past the third baseman, between the fielder and the bag. 2-hopper down the line there. Caden Harvey stands at first base with a leadoff single. That'll bring up the catcher, Raymond Byrd.
And Byrd has changed his walk-up song. 2 years of Leonard Skinner on the Hunt, and now he's gone to some heavy metal song that I don't know. I get to talk to Byrd. We're going to have a word. I always look forward to little Leonard Skinner when Byrd comes to the plate.
There we go. I don't want to lose how good an at-bat that was for Harvey after falling behind 1-2 with the second strike being a little bit not to his liking on that breaking ball. He thought it was high, but he did a really good job and hit a breaking ball on the 1-2 pitch. Pulled it down the third base line. So quality at bat for Caden Harvey. He stands at first base. A pickoff throw goes over that way, and he's back safely. First pitch to Byrd, fastball right in there, called strike one.
I don't know if this is the same guy that started against Northside game one, but Northside beat them game one earlier in the year.
Sure did.
Got their first region win in a couple of years, and then they wound up getting another one.
Yep.
I think against Coffee.
Yep, they did. Kickoff throw. Ooh, that one bounced over there. Nice job at first base by French.
Even though Northside probably will not make the playoffs, congratulations to Coach Walker on getting a couple of region wins this year. He's really done a good job.
He really has. I called Northside at Veterans a couple of weeks ago, and the improvement on the Northside program, you could tell that it's an entirely different idea over there. They're playing hard. They know the game. You can tell they've had a lot of good coaching.
Yes.
The 0-1 pitch, bunt taken, pulls back, ball's thrown into center field, but
Harvey didn't realize it was going to center field until it was too late.
I don't know if that was a bunt and run situation, if that was just show bunt for a steal attempt and Harvey aborted because he didn't get a good jump. Not real sure what happened, but Harvey took off and got 30, 40 feet down the line and then pulled up, and the ball sailed into center field. Throw goes over to first. He's back safely again.
He's got a different angle than us. We had the perfect angle.
Yeah.
That ball, there was nobody
Right.
to catch that ball.
Yeah, that one ran arm side from the catcher in a big way. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball on the ground. First base going to be fielded over there by French. He grabs it. The only play he's got is touch the bag.
A little swinging bunt.
Yep. So we'll
3 unassisted.
3 unassisted there for the first out, and Harvey advances to second base. It doesn't get counted as a sacrifice, but it works just as well. That'll bring up Isaiah Gallison, the shortstop. Gallison spent a little time in the weight room, hadn't he?
Yes. He's one of the highest-ranked middle infielders potentially in the draft. I think he's signed with Georgia Tech, but he's got options.
Always nice to have options, especially when those are what we're talking about. First pitch to him, down and in, ball one.
Yeah, he had reclassified and to be a junior this year, and then he had such a great year last year, he reclassified back.
Okay.
And he's going to graduate this year.
One 0 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped into the mitt. Evens count at 1-1. A good-looking cut, good-looking fastball from Mathis. Harvey runs at second. Bears trailing 2-0 here, at the bottom of the first inning. Set, checks the runner, and the pitch. Breaking ball down and away. And it's 2-0 or 2-1. Long look in. Glances back at the runner. Long look in again. Now he comes set. And the delivery from Mathis. That hit Gallison on the elbow guard, or somewhere on the back of the arm. So he'll head to first base on a hit by pitch.
Got a little something going here with one out. Cleanup hitter, designated hitter / pitcher, Ethan Kinney coming to the plate.
Yeah, Ethan's another good-looking right-handed hitter. He climbs in, ready to go. Mathis set, and the pitch. Swung right through a fastball, elevated fastball a little bit.
I've been impressed with Mr. Mathis's fastball.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
Now, if he doesn't have anything else, I think the Bears will eventually tune him up.
I agree again. Right now, all we've seen is look like fastball sliders. All we've seen. There's a little inside move to back towards second. Nobody covering the bag, and it's a good thing because Harvey broke the wrong way on the movement. but nobody covered, so there was no throw. Harvey redirected, made it back safely. Now the lead and the pitch. That's that slider again, and that's off the plate.
Not a bad pitch. I think some of the crowd here at Lee County wanted that one.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I saw something out of Mathis there that I'm not a big fan of. He tapped his hat like they're doing in the major leagues, saying review it, but that's not a thing here, and everybody out here knows that that's not a thing. I would be very, very particular doing that sort of thing, because that is nothing more than showing up the umpire.
Yep.
Not a good idea. A ball and a strike, the count to Kenny. Having worked a lot of innings with Chris Mixon, I'm telling you that's not a good plan.
Yeah.
Kenny fouls
Some
off
players
the
have a tendency to hold a grudge.
Long memories,
Yep.
especially from the first inning.
Yep.
So a 1-1 pitch is fouled down the third base line. Count 1-2 now.
I like the major league.
I do too.
The ABS.
Absolutely. I like it.
It's quick.
Yep.
And it's, they need to make it quicker in football.
Right. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, nowhere close. Looked like he tried to either throw a different breaking ball or just mishandled the slider that he's been throwing, because the slider he's been throwing has been very, very sharp. That ball left his hand and went uphill and then came back down with a break. It just wasn't a good pitch. 2-2 now the count. And the 2-2, foul out of play. Tell you something else, Tom, that ABS deal is doing is it's demonstrating how good those guys really are.
Yeah.
And having done a ton of that, it is hard. It is hard to be perfect. I mean, it has happened where guys have called, 100% of the game, 100% of the pit balls and strikes correctly, but it's a rarity.
Oh, yes.
But when you look at those, those challenged calls, just how close they are, whether they're right or wrong, they're just
seldom
so
more
close.
than about an inch.
Yeah. Now, there are a few outliers. 2-2 pitch.
CB Buckner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan checked his swing right there and lived to tell it.
That might have been don't tap your hat.
Could have been. That could have been some of that.
Pitch.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was down, but it was a good pitch, and Ethan did start to offer at it, but he held up. No check from Mixon. So a 3-2 count. Fastball lifted right side, foul territory and out of play. I could not find that ball as it went up.
Yeah,
I was watching the first baseman trying to figure out where the ball was.
Over there by the field house, and it was the batting cages, but and barely got out of play. It was not. I was afraid it was going to stay in play with the wind blowing.
Right.
Had been blowing from right field to left, but now it's blowing the left to right a little bit, and that might have helped it.
Yeah, I agree again. So we're back to full count again. Harvey still running at, Harvey running at second base. Gallison at first. Full count pitch on the way. Swung on and missed by Kenny. Good breaking ball right there.
That's his first Flint Energies K for Logan Mathis. That's out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. That was an awkward-looking swing for Ethan. He had him off balance on the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, he was fooled badly on that one.
Last chance for the Bears here in the bottom of the first. Noah Odom, who's moved up from last time I called the Bears about 3 weeks ago. He was hitting 9. Now he's hitting 5. And Coach Hopkins said he's been hitting a lot better as of late.
2 outs, runners at first and second. First pitch fastball inside corner called strike 1. Bears trailing here 2-0, batting for the first time, bottom of the first inning. A 1 count to Odom, and the pitch. That's a breaking ball. Nice job right there by Hillhouse blocking that one up. That was your standard 59.5 footer.
Yep, keeping those runners on first and second. Huge.
Count even at 1. Mathis comes set, checks the runner at second, and again, And the pitch. Breaking ball off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike.
The Bears will be traveling down to Leesburg for a doubleheader on Friday, and Cole will have the call. He's going to be on the road following the Bears as they try to win the region.
Cole Powell on the call on Friday in Leesburg. Two-one pitch to Odom. Swung on and missed. An elevated fastball right there. Evens the count 2-2. Good live fastball. Odom's got a good heater. He's got to get a little more consistent with his breaking ball. Needs to throw it for strikes, so I'm not sure he's thrown it for a called strike yet, Tom. I don't remember that anyway. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, that's a foul. That was in the dirt, but a nice job by Odom. He got just a little bit of that to stay alive.
That was a BG swing.
A BG swing,
yeah, staying alive, staying alive.
I like it. I like it. Odom mad with himself for swinging at that pitch because it was in the dirt. It was ugly, ugly. But a good pitch for Mathis. Count remains 2-2. Mathis is set. And the pitch. Oh, hit him on the helmet with a fastball.
Thankfully, it kind of grazed him a little bit. I don't know if it hit him full.
Flush, but it rattled him a little bit. You can tell he's kind of staggered out of the box a notch. I think he'll be okay.
That'll load the bases. It'll bring up first baseman Nick Hardy.
Keep an eye on Odom down there at first for a second or two and see what they come up with. He's taking a walk out behind down the right field line. And as you said, it didn't catch him flush, and it's a good thing because he's like we've been talking about Mathis's fastball. It's a pretty legit pitch, and I wouldn't want to be caught in the head with one of those hitting flush. That was a glancing blow a little bit.
Yeah, and it's still Odom's still kind of walking around out there. And Mike Minicozy, House and Healthcare trainer. We appreciate House and Healthcare supplying the trainers at all the schools.
They're going by Emory now, right?
Oh, that's right. Emory Healthcare. I'm sorry, Emory Healthcare.
Yeah, I want to keep everybody happy here.
Yes. Forgive me, Emory Healthcare.
Yeah. Mike Minico's been doing it for a long time. That boy's seen a lot of pitches out here on this field and others.
Yeah. Coach Hopkins strolling over from third. We may be getting a substitute. Let's get a break on the Sports Mike Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Right here with CGTC.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Ortho Georgia's walk-in orthopedic urgent care centers are open from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. No appointment necessary. Forget about the long wait in the emergency room or urgent care facilities. Ortho Georgia's walk-in orthopedic urgent care centers are available on Northside Drive in Macon. Call 478-750-2803 and on Margie Drive in Warner Robins. Call 478-333-5960. Ortho Georgia, your choice for orthopedic excellence.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
We're back here at the Garden. We got Braylon Talib running at first base in relief of Noah Odom. Bears with the bases loaded here with a chance to tie the ball game. Number 9, Nick Hardy in the box. And that hit him in the helmet. Another glancing blow. This one a lot more glancing. Just barely nicked him, but obviously hit him in the helmet, so he'll go to first base.
That's 3 hit by pitches
in the first inning. And that's an RBI, CGTC RBI for Nick Hardy, scoring Caden Harvey from third. And that'll push Gallison to third, and Talib running for Odom down to second base.
Bring up Peyton Noss, second baseman for the Bears.
And the first pitch to Noss, fastball outside corner. Called strike one. No longer from the stretch is Mathis. He's now in the wind, and the 0-1 pitch Fastball fouled away by Noss. And it's 0-2.
Hit two guys back-to-back in the head. I might be a little
The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball. That one stayed up. Yeah, a hit by pitch, a strikeout, a hit by pitch, and a hit by pitch.
Yeah, two of them in the head.
Yeah, Ethan should have leaned in there a little better.
Don't know how hard I'd have been digging in.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Noss. Winding the pitch. Time is asked for, granted late. Not sure. I guess Noss asked for time there. A lot of activity from third base from Isaiah Gallison trying to distract Mathis.
Two-one Trojans. Bears threatening here with the bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the first.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball lifted right center field. Back goes Taxi, back goes Marshall. Taxi's under and makes the call and the catch. So makes a little noise, does Noss, but the third out of the inning. Bears score 1 without the Bennett. Well, we had a leadoff single, didn't we?
Yes.
Yep. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. Bears trail 2-1. We're headed to the second. You listen to Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Hi, this is Rocco Farley at CGTC. I'm the 2024 Instructor of the Year for the Technical College System of Georgia. As a CDL driver and instructor, I spend my days in big trucks, on the road, listening to the radio. CGTC is here for you. We have big-time programs in nursing, aviation, commercial truck driving, and many more. CGTC is your college for big plans, big careers, and big futures. Become who you want to be, right here with CGTC.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Named the #1 best value university in Georgia, Middle Georgia State University. We have a wide variety of high-quality undergraduate and graduate degree programs to choose from that are offered at the lowest tuition rates in the state. Offering programs on 5 campus locations as well as online, our degrees can lead to careers in in-demand fields such as business, information technology, nursing, computer science, and more. Learn more at mga.edu.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
We moved to the top of the second here in the Precision Collision game of the week. 2-1 Lee County. Houston County, taking the field. Lee County will have the bottom 3 of the lineup. Cole Lindsey, Colton Marshall, and Logan Mathis here in the top of the second. Here to call it, Bob Daughtry.
Thank you, good sir. Yeah, we've got some defensive changes here for the Bears, and we'll get to that in a moment. Cole Lindsey climbs in, designated hitter, fouls off the first pitch, out of play. I know we've got a new left fielder. It's number 2, I think, Tom. Number 2 is Jeff Waller. I think I saw a 2 out there. Breaking ball swung on. That's foul, and I mean foul by an inch or 2. Line shot over the bag, just wide of the line when it hit.
I think Gaines moved from left to right, and Hammonds is in center now.
All right, we'll go with that. That would make sense.
I don't see a number to verify it, but that's my guess. That's what it looked like from a distance.
So 7 just moved to right field, and that's Gaines. All right. Foul ball again from Lindsey. So 0-2 here in the top of the second. Winding the pitch, line shot, 5-6 hole just out of the reach of Gallison.
Thought Gallison might have a chance at that one,
Yep.
but just out of his reach.
Yeah, a little sinking liner there that he couldn't quite get to, so a single for Lindsey. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 15, Colton Marshall. Marshall from the left side, first left-handed hitter we've seen.
Marshall plays center field. Not a big guy, looks like a young guy.
Well, he's a slight little built fella, isn't he?
Would not be surprised by a bunt.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah.
Good pickoff move by Kenny.
Yep. Caden Harvey's got his marching orders down there. He's playing about 3 steps in on the grass and crashing on the pitch. He does show bunt. It is to the third base side, but it's fielded by the pitcher, and he goes to first. He goes to second and gets the leadoff runner. Nicely done out there in the middle by Ethan Kenny. So that is a 1-6 fielder's choice. Marshall runs at first base. 1 out here in the second.
Nice play by Kenny.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that I thought he really and truly would take the safe play at first.
I agree 100%.
It was bang, bang at second.
Yep, 24 Logan Mathis, the pitcher, lifts one into right field. And it's caught out there by, we assume, Gaines. We're going to go with that until we're convinced otherwise. F9 on the put out there for the second out. And back to the top of the order, Griffin Louthan.
That's a big play. Runner would have been at third after that fly ball. I believe he'd have tagged and had a chance to advance. And there'd have been 1 out.
Absolutely.
Runner on third.
Ground ball to Gallison. He fields it towards the bag over there. Steps on second base. So another fielder's choice right there. 6 unassisted on the put out of Marshall. And that will end the second. No runs for Lee County. 1 base hit. No Bear errors and 1 runner. No, nobody's left on base, were there?
1 left on base.
1 left on base. There we go. All right, we'll go with that. It's 2-1 Lee County. Bears coming to bat, bottom of 2. You're listening to the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Are you looking for fine meats and top-tier catering? Well, look no more. Here at the Butcher Shop, it's all waiting for you. We specialize in fresh, grade-A meats, chicken, pork, vegetables, marinade, and homemade sweets. Our prices are as good as any supermarkets in the area. And let's not forget our exceptional hometown service is still second to none. So stop by and see David and Amy Dean along with their fine staff. The Butcher Shop, now located right across from Lowe's Home Improvements at 1057 Highway 96, Warner Robins, Georgia, or call 478-988-9262.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
What families need after suffering the loss of a loved one is time to come together to celebrate a life that was well lived in the way they choose and to focus on each other. McCullough Funeral Home is here to help you find the way to do just that, no matter what the right way is for you. At McCullough, it is our privilege to simply walk beside you and help guide you in the journey toward healing.
McCullough Funeral Home are proud sponsors of all Houston County High School sports.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
We move to the bottom of the second, 2-1 Trojans. It'll be 8-9-1 for Hoco, Davian Hammonds, Tyson Gaines, and Caden Harvey. And Bob's got the call.
Thank you, Tom. Hammonds climbs in. We're ready to go. Long look in again from Mathis. Here's the pitch. That's a fastball high and in. So the 1-0 pitch. It's 2-0. There's another fastball. This one outside. So 1 inside, 1 outside, both of them up. He threw, I was watching him in his warm-ups, Tom, and he threw a couple of those fastballs high during his warm-up. 2-0 pitch. That one's low. So it's quickly 3-0. 3 fastballs, 2 high, 1 low, none of them close. See what this turns into. 3-0 pitch. That's right down the chute, taken all the way.
He took a little bit off that one, anticipating Davian was going to take that pitch. And
right.
He was right.
3-1 count. The pitch. Fastball that's lifted in the Bermuda Triangle between right field, first base, and second base. And the right fielder comes in and makes the call. Can't make the play. It went off his glove. Great job right there by Davian Hammonds. Tom, don't want to miss that. That's an error all the way. E9, 3-base error. But it's a 3-base error because Hammonds never broke stride. He left the box in a hurry, and he stayed in a hurry the whole way on what looked like a can of corn.
Yeah, the second baseman and the first baseman made a mistake of not going out for that ball. That was an extremely long run for the right fielder. He got to it, hit him right in the glove, but he had a long run to get to that ball. And really, that might have been the second baseman's ball.
To your point, I think either infielder had a better shot at it, and I agree with you. It was probably the second baseman's ball. But neither one of them even went out for it.
No.
I'm
sure
the nine-hitter.
Coach is going to have a talk with them both.
Exactly. Number 7, Tyson Gaines, now playing right field, is in the box. He takes the first pitch, ball 1.
Infield at regular depth.
That's a balk. That's a balk. He was on the call it. He was on the rubber, and he dropped the ball out of his glove. He simply dropped the ball, and that's an unfortunate balk. But that scores the runner from third, Hammonds. And again, that's, baseball gods, Tom. He hustles all the way to third base, and he gets to score from there. If he hadn't been hustling, he's at second. Now he's at third, but he gets to score instead. So good deal for them, for Hammonds there. Kudos for that hustle.
Yeah, gift run, though.
Yeah.
3-base error and a balk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
2-2.
2-2 our score. Breaking ball upstairs. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. I was too busy talking. I missed a pitch as a fastball for a strike to even the count 1-1, and then 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch is lined up the middle into center field.
Nice piece of hitting by Tyson.
Beautiful.
Right there. Just took it right back where it was pitched, right back up the middle. Line shot laced into center for a single. Back to the top of the order, and Caden Harvey. He singled and scored in the first inning.
Yep. Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-1 count, had a hitter's count. Got a good fastball and did not miss.
Would not be surprised if he doesn't lay one down. Third baseman easing in on the grass.
Yep. 2-2 our score. First pitch to Harvey, lifted into right field. Long run over near the line. That ball is foul by just a sniglet. Nice job by Mixon behind the plate right there. I like to brag on these umpires when they do something right. He was hustling down the line, got himself set, saw the ball to the ground, immediately called it foul. Nice job by Chris Mixon. I told him I would talk good about him until he screwed up, and then I was going to get him.
You umpires got to stick together.
That's right.
Nobody else likes you.
That's exactly right.
You got to love one another.
It's the third team, baby. The third team. Pickoff attempt over to first. Gaines back safely. No balls, 1 strike. The count to Harvey. Another pickoff attempt. Another one skipped over there. Nicely done by French, scooping that one up.
Yeah, I thought that was into the foul territory.
I think that's more of the ball found the glove than the glove attacked the ball at first base.
Third baseman still not sold. He's not bunting.
Nice bunt, pushes it right side, fielded over there by the pitcher. He goes to first for the out. Sacrifice bunt, 1-3 on the putout.
There we go. Bird's back to some Skinner. There we go. That was just a screw up by Jason Sykes up there in the box is what that was.
Psycho not paying attention
there
up there.
You go. I ain't blaming Bird. I'm blaming my buddy Jason Sykes.
Bird climbs in. He grounded out to the first baseman back in the first inning. So Bears with the go-ahead run at second base in the form of Tyson Gaines. Breaking ball, stayed up. In a little bit. A ball and no strikes to count. Set by Mathis. And the pitch. Woo.
Just a tad inside, I guess.
Might have been too loud. Might have been too round. Not real sure. But called a ball, 2-0 the count to Bird. That looked like a pretty good pitch to me. Of course, we don't have a great angle on the inside corner either. the pitcher wondered where it was, I promise. 2-0 count. Downstairs, that one's not close, and it's 3-0.
That looked a little like a frustrated pitcher on that pitch.
Right. Yep. I agree 100%. That was a lot of anger on that one.
Yep.
Frustration.
Got to keep your head out there if you're on the mound. Don't let one pitch cost you another one.
3-0 pitch. Bottom of the zone. Pitcher's pitch there, and it's 3-1. That's one you were talking about before. That would have been just as easy to call a ball. I think it was a strike, but it was at the bottom of the zone. 3-1 the count, and a gaggle of geese.
And on 3-0, it's almost always going to be a strike if it's close.
Right. Foul back to the screen. Count full now, 3-2. Had a hitter's count there, got a good fastball, just got under it a touch, did Raymond Byrd. Another long look in by Mathis, shakes off one. Now he's ready, comes set, checks the runner and the deal. That's nowhere close. That was high, like very, very high.
That was good at bat out of Byrd.
Yeah. So Byrd will run it first, and he's going to get a courtesy runner there. That's going to be number 21. That is Damian Blassingame running at first base.
I may have had a visit by a bird on my book. I think that's maybe a first.
But no, you're right. You're not kidding. Isaiah Gallison climbs in, runners at first and second. Tie ball game here, 2-2 in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Gallison, breaking ball off the plate, 1-0.
Better on my book than on me.
Yes, I agree again.
One out, runners on first and second. 2-2, Bears trying to break the tie.
Breaking ball lifted deep center field. That's going to tag. The runner's going to tag from second. He's going to advance to third without a throw.
Good base running by Gaines. Yeah. He got back to the bag pretty quickly.
Yep. So we got an F8 there for the second out. And Gaines moved to third, as you said. So runners on the corners now for the Bears. 2 outs, Ethan Kenny. Strikeout victim back in the first. Good opportunity for him to make amends there and help himself. With the runner at third, it's going to take a 2-out hit. First pitch to Kenny is bounced up there. Gets away from the catcher, Hillhouse, but not very far. So a 1-0 count to Ethan Kenny.
Has Byrd got a courtesy runner out there?
Yes, that's Blassingame running at first. The old 3-1 that works about once a decade.
I think I've seen it work once.
Fake.
I've been watching baseball for, almost 60 years.
Fake to third and fake to first as well. 1-0 pitch. That's a good breaking ball right there. A nice slider. Started inside. That's what they call a front door slider. That's a nasty pitch. So it starts looking like it's going to hit you in the kneecap. A ball and a strike, the count now to Kenny. The runner from first on a delayed steal. Coach Hopkins trying to get a little movement going on right there. Just a stolen base for Blassingame as the catcher Hillhouse bluffed the throw to second and checked the runner at third. Gaines was staying put there. He just balked again. I'm not sure what he started and stopped.
So that's 2 runs that's in and off of balks.
We got an argument here from Coach Wes Shiver, and Mixon made short order of that. But a balk scores Gaines from third.
Moves Blassingame to third.
So runner at third base now. Bears now leading 3-2. And a 2-1 count to Ethan Kinney. Comes set. And the pitch. Line shot, second base, Fields on 1 hop. Nicely done over there by Shepard. Good play out there defensively. 4-3 on the putout of Kinney. That ends the second inning for the Bears. But the Bears score 2, take the lead on 1 base hit, 1 error, a big error, and they leave 1 runner on base. We'll head to the third. You're listening to the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Precision Collision Center, located next to the Dairy Queen on Highway 49 in Byron, Georgia. Offering collision repairs, frame and unit body repairs, wheel alignments, computerized color matching, and more. Family owned and operated. Serving all of Central Georgia. Precision Collision's auto body technicians are the best of the best in the state of Georgia. Middle Georgia's first choice in automobile and collision repair. Precision Collision Center in Byron.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. Providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
Flint Energies, serving your community since 1937.
This is the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Back here at the Garden, we're headed to the top of the third. Bob Daughtry with my good friend Tom Mobley on the call here. The Bears take the lead 3-2. In the bottom of the second inning, we head to the top of the third, and we'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Lee County. Nathan Taxi, Knox Hillhouse, and Cole French. Tom, take it away.
First pitch hit into right center. Good job by Waller of getting over there and making the running catch. Out number 1 here. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the third, and it'll bring up Knox Hillhouse. He flew out to second, popped out to second in the first. He hits third in the lineup. Stocky catcher. He's built like a catcher.
He looks like a catcher for sure.
Fastball at the belt for a strike from Kenny. That one had a little pop on it too. Kenny brought, that might have been his best fastball of the afternoon. A little off-speed pitch, chopped to first, fielded by Hardy, flips over to Kenny for out number 2. Nice little defense, 3-1, 2 outs. It'll bring up Cole French, last chance for Lee County here in the top of the third. French singled and scored in the first, excuse me.
And Tom, people that don't know the game of baseball look at that and they just say, well, that was just a routine ground ball play. But, friend, that was anything but routine. There's a reason the major leaguers practice that for weeks on end.
Yes. And I'm sure Coach Hopkins drills it. When you come to practice out here at Houston County, he takes fastball in there at the thigh for a strike. He takes a special play every day and works it for 10, 15 minutes, and I'm sure that play right there gets a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Popped up into foul territory behind home plate. Kenny's ahead 0-2 to the Trojan leadoff hitter Cole French.
Yeah, there are 3 parts to that play, and none of them were easy. There was a big high chopper to Hardy, who caught it. He did a nice job of catching it because he had to catch the short hop. Then you got to get Kenny to cover on the right angle.
Then you got to make a toss.
And then you got to get that throw and that running catch because Kenny's in a dead sprint up the line when he makes that catch.
Because if you don't sprint, the batter's going to beat you over there.
That's right.
Ball's in the dirt, 1-2. Kenny gets his sign from Byrd, pitching from the stretch. Wind blowing pretty steadily from left to right. Popped up, foul, out of play. Count will stay 1-2. We'll do it again. Bears win 2 out of the 3 this series against Lee County. They'll be your region champs, and they'll be facing off 2 weeks from Friday against number 4 from the Pope region, which may be Lassiter. Hard hit ball into center field. Hammond's on the run. It gets past him, going to roll to the fence. And it's going to be a stand-up double for Cole French, who he tattooed that ball pretty well. I think if Hammonds had it to do over again, he'd have taken a little different angle.
That's exactly where I was going to go with that. Is Hammonds just took a bad angle, and the ball was blistered, and it was tailing away from him.
Hammonds has played right field all year, so
yeah.
Noah Odom got hit in the head with a pitch and did not stay in the game. Hammonds moved over to center, but runner on second, 2 outs. It'll be Matthew Giles. He had a CGTC RBI double in the first. 3-2 Bears, top 3. Shadows over the batter's box, pitcher in the sun, and the pitch. Strike at the belt. Took a little something off.
Yeah, a good breaking ball, a good slider from Ethan Kenny there.
Kenny looks the runner back, and the pitch. Swinging, strike 2.
Ethan's doing a really good job of mixing his pitches and throwing the one that is not necessarily the right count. So he led him off with a slider, and then he came back with a fastball. So pitch him a little bit backwards.
And a CGTC strikeout, excuse me, a Flint Energy strikeout. That is 2 for Ethan Kenny, and that will end the Lee County threat here in the top of the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 2.5, it's Houston County 3, Lee County 2. This is high school baseball on the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Hey, sports fans, this is Pastor Jim Perdue from Second Baptist Church right here in Warner Robins. We're located at 2504 Moody Road, and we'd love for you to join us on a Sunday. We meet at 9 a.m. for life groups and 10:30 a.m. for worship. You can find out more information on our website at secondfamily.church. That's secondfamily.church. Our prayers and support go out to all the coaches and athletes for a safe and successful season. From Second Baptist Church, your second family.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
For more than 15 years, Sports Mike has served the community by providing broadcasts of Central Georgia sporting events. Through our broadcast platform, the Sports Mike app, we stream coverage of live events for Houston County and share our system with several nearby communities, including Gray, Forsyth, and Cochran. The Sports Mike app is free to download and use, compliments of our wonderful network partners. We encourage you to support these businesses who have been so generous in building this program. Download the app today by typing in SPORTSMIC on Google Play or the App Store. The Sports Mike app, the voice of Central Georgia sports.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Number 2, Jeff Waller climbs in. Tom, take it away.
All right, first pitch is way high, ball 1 to Waller. Made a nice running catch in the top half of the inning. He took Noah Odom's spot in the batting order, playing left field. Fastball for a strike, evens the count at 1.
Another good fastball from Mathis. He hadn't lost anything on his fastball here.
Bottom 3, 3-2 Bears. Off-speed pitch for a strike at the belt.
It's a really nice slider. Hard slider.
That one must have been a little low.
Yeah, I think it was a changeup. It's first one of those I've kind of picked out, but it was not as good fastball, and it certainly wasn't his slider. So I believe that was a change, and it just fell down low.
Fastball at the belt. That'll be a Flint Energy's K, looking
for out number 1. Nice pitch from Logan Mathis. I think the fastball, then the changeup came back with the fastball, had Jet a little off balance.
I absolutely agree. I think that's what happened there.
It'll bring Nick Hardy up, who was hit by a pitch but had a CGTC RBI in the first. 3 hit by pitches. Hard hit grounder up the middle, just out of the reach of shortstop Griffin Louthan, and Nick Hardy will be on first with a single. 1 out, runner on first. It'll bring up Peyton Noss, who flew to right to end the first. Peyton has moved from left to right after Noah Odom had to exit the game. He was one of the victims of a hit by pitch.
Right.
Took it in the helmet.
Yeah, nice job by Hardy. He climbed in there and just saw the first pitch and went after it. Drove it through the middle.
Hard hit ball into left field, bound for a base hit. And he got some good aluminum on that.
Yeah, he did,
on that one.
And it wasn't a great pitch. Pitch was elevated, and Noss not overly tall, and but he went up there and he got the barrel to that one, even though it was an elevated pitch. Hammered that in the left field.
Yes. It'll bring up Davian Hammonds, who reached on a 3-base right fielder error, long run by the right fielder in the second. He wound up scoring on a balk later on in the inning. First and second, 1 out. Shows bunt, fouls it back.
Oh, man.
Screen.
Shortstop was all out of position right there. I'm not sure. Maybe he broke when he saw bunt, but, boy, it looked like he broke early expecting a pickoff play and didn't get it. Didn't get the pickoff. The pitch went to the plate. There's no way the shortstop was expecting that to happen.
All right, fakes a throw back to second. We'll have your McCullough Funeral Home mid-game recap after this half inning. 3-2 Bears. Bears threatening with runners on first and second, 1 out. Center fielder Davian Hammonds in the box. He's a right-hand hitter. Shows bunt. Bunts at it. Takes it for a strike. Throw down to second. Runner is back. Hardy is back in plenty of time. 0-2. And now we're going to have a little talk with the Lee County coach and the home plate umpire.
I think what he's asking for here is interference on the batter, because when Hammonds bunted, it made his bunt attempt, his body was carried across the plate or over there into that area where you can absolutely get an interference call on the throw down to second. And that's one of those things when, as a defensive coach, you see that batter bunting and you see him leaning across, you go ahead and make the back pick attempt to second or any base for that matter, because you can get that call, but not that time.
All right, Hammonds digs in. Mathis from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Swing in strike 3 on a pitch that was probably a little out of the zone, a little high.
Yep.
But another Flint Energies K. I've got 3 Flint Energies Ks for Logan Mathis. And that was a big one right there with runners on first and second. It'll bring up Tyson Gaines, who singled and scored in the second. Number 9 place hitter, but the Bear lineup goes all the way to the bottom.
It really does.
Those 8th and 9th place hitters can hit. Hammonds hit a home run against Veterans in a game I called. Swing in strike 1. Now, I told Coach Hopkins, you heard me before the game, I thought Hammonds, after seeing Hammonds play that early first couple games I did, I thought he'd be moved up some in the lineup, but he's kind of stuck in that 8 spot.
I tell you, it's quite a luxury when you're a coach and you can make up a lineup and you look at your number 8, 9 hitters and go, well, they could probably be higher than that. But they're doing such a good job. If you can get production out of the bottom third, that's very much a plus.
Yes. There have been last year with the Braves. You knew after it got about 7 in the lineup that turn the channel. They weren't going to do anything.
Go get your favorite soft drink out of the refrigerator while those other guys batted.
Yeah. That Nick Allen, God bless him. He could play some defense, but he couldn't hit a lick. All right, runners on first and second, 2 outs. 1-1 pitch from Logan Mathis. Tyson Gaines trying to expand this 3-2 Houston County lead. Pitch in the dirt. Good job by Hillhouse.
Yeah, good job by Hillhouse to block it. Good job by Gaines to take that pitch. That was a nice pitch there. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but it was a good pitch selection, and it was certainly competitive. And Gaines did a good job of spitting on that one and moving on to the next pitch.
Gaines must have had a bug flying his ear hole.
He was fighting it, wasn't he?
Yeah. All right, he's dug back in. Right-handed hitting right fielder. Pitch is low and outside, 3-1.
Another good look from Gaines right there. Another slider. This one down and away. That was not as good a pitch as the previous one.
I think if you're Mathis, you're thinking you better be aggressive in the zone on this pitch because you've got the top of the order coming up. If you walk Gaines, you've loaded him up.
Yep. I would be sitting fastball here.
The 3-1 pitch.
And he swung him, but he just fouled it out of play.
It's going to get everybody moving on the bases. Full count, 2 outs. Both runners will get a head start. That's Noss at first and Hardy at second. Gaines digs in. Mathis shaking off his catcher.
That many shakes brings me back to fastball. Yep.
Chopper to the shortstop. Under his glove. Rolling into shallow left field. Runner's going to score. That's Hardy will score. And Noss hustling around to third. Runners will be on the corners. That'll make it 4-2. It'll be a E6 all the way. Not a hard hit ball, but I think it was hard enough that he'd have had to play it first if he'd have fielded it cleanly.
Absolutely. There's no question about that.
Back to the top of the order, Caden Harvey. He's singled and laid down a sack bunt in the second, scored a run in the first. 4-2 Bears. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Costly error, unearned run, but it counts just the same. Pop to left field, medium depth. Connor Goff underneath it. He makes the catch, and that will end the Bear threat here in the third, but not before they come away with 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left. At the end of 3 complete, it's 4-2 Bears. This is the Sports Mike Broadcast Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
What does your smile journey look like? At Spillers Orthodontics, our experienced doctors and staff can help you understand your options. Whether it's Invisalign or traditional braces, they will guide you to your perfect smile. Dr. Don Spillers, Dr. Trey Spillers, and Dr. Adam Gordon have a combined 44 years of experience offering high-quality orthodontic treatments. Visit our offices in Warner Robins and Macon or online at drspillers.com to begin your journey to that radiant smile.
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Bob Daughtry with Tom Mobley back here at the Garden, home of Houston County High School Bears. The McCullough Funeral Home mid-game recap. Thus far, the top of the first, Lee County scored a couple. They had a led off with a strikeout, then a walk, and then another single, and then back-to-back single and double scored the run. So they got 2 runs there in the first. And in the bottom of the first, the Bears get a leadoff single, came around and scored after 3 hit-by pitches. It moved the runners in. The run was actually scored on a hit-by pitch. And then Lee County's been pretty much held in check since then. Bears scored 2 in the second and 1 more in the third, taking a 4-2 lead. Tom, take it away, buddy.
All right.
Goff, Lindsey, and Marshall 6, 7, and 8 here in the top of the fourth for Lee County. First pitch is a strike. Goff flew to right field in his first at bat in the first. Ethan Kinney working in his fourth inning. Pitch is going to be low and outside. Count evens at 1. Kinney gets a sign for Byrd. Fastball in the dirt, 2-1. So when the pitcher in high school shakes off the catcher, he's actually shaking off his coach, who has told the catcher what to call.
More times than not in high school, correct. Some catchers have the liberty. They call their own ball games.
Chopper to short. Gallison will backhand it. Deep in the hole, fires over, gets him by a step. Nice throw from Isaiah Gallison.
I'm telling you now, that's just pretty. I don't care who you are, who you hope wins, or anything else, but that is a pretty play by Isaiah Gallison.
Yes. Made it look easy, but it's anything but.
Yep. Went to his backhand side. Wasn't hit terribly hard, so he had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he absolutely did. What a seed across the infield for the out.
Cole Lindsey, the DH. Cole Lindsey's built like an offensive tackle.
Yeah.
He looks like if he catches a hold of it, it's
that's right.
Artemis 2 might be looking for it. First pitch, ball 1.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, he is. And he got good wood. He got good contact on that one. It's going to be a single in the left field just out of the reach of Gallison. And he's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. It'll bring Colton Marshall up, who grounded. He tried to bunt him to second, and a good play by Ethan Kinney cut down Lindsey at second.
I think that was let's see, Marshall. Yeah, he's the one that hit it up the middle, and Gallison fielded and stepped on the bag.
Oh, okay.
In the second, I think I'm right on that.
I had it 1-6 fielder's choice, but
that was Lindsey hit into the 1-6 fielder's choice.
Marshall,
or he was
Marshall.
Yeah, you're right, and then he was cut down. You're exactly right, Tom. I'm sorry.
Entered left field. Underneath it is Jet Waller, and he's got it for out number 2 on a lazy fly ball to middle depth left field, and it'll bring up the pitcher Logan Mathis. He flew out to right field in the second. 4-2 Bears.
Yeah, we had two outs. We had 2 outs made in the second by fielder's choices, and that's what had me confused there.
All right, 2 outs, runners on first. Kenny with a fastball stays a little high, ball 1. Kenny looks the runner back, gets a sign from Byrd. Fastball's inside, 2-0 is the count to the opposing pitcher, Logan Mathis. This is the Precision Collision game of the week, and as always, we're powered by Hughes Honda. Pop up into shallow left field, Waller out, and he's got it. And that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left at the end of 3.5. We're halfway home. It's 4-2 Bears. It's high school baseball on the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
When you're injured in an accident, it's easy to feel like you're alone, but you're not. The Dozier Law Firm will fight for you. The Dozier Law Firm are experienced personal injury attorneys, and we serve clients throughout Georgia. If you or a loved one is the victim of medical malpractice, an auto accident, or other severe trauma, call us for a free consultation. You don't pay unless we win. The Dozier Law Firm, 478-742-8441, or visit us online at dozierlaw.com. Dozier Law. When you need help, we will be there.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
National Exterminating offers friendly and courteous service. The National Exterminating team of registered technicians is a team that you can trust to be very professional in all your pest control needs. With over 13,000 satisfied customers, they are affordable, effective, and environmentally friendly. Pest control is their only business. Call today at 478-922-1410. National Exterminating is proud to support all Houston County teams, and good luck this season.
This is the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
We're headed to the bottom of the, where are we headed, Tom? Bottom of the fifth, is that
Bottom
right?
of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth. There it is. Couldn't find it on my book. Headed to the bottom of the fourth. Bears will send to the plate Raymond Byrd, Isaiah Gallison, and Ethan Kinney. Lots of good opportunities there. Bears leading 4-2 here as we head that direction. Mathis made the last out, so he was a little bit tardy getting to the mound. The warm-up throw is just getting completed, and the throw goes to second. And the infielders come with the obligatory glove slap and all of that.
And we move to the bottom of the fourth. All right, Bears need to get some insurance right here. They lead 4-2. But you got 2, 3, 4 up. It's a good opportunity. Bird's walked, stolen a base, had a Spiller's orthodontic stolen base. Excuse me, his courtesy runner did. Blasingame. Fastball strike at the knees, and he grounded to first in the first. Called a strike. Nice breaking ball right there.
It was a bigger curveball, less of a slider, more of a curve.
He flinched on it and it broke over the plate.
Yep.
Got the inside corner. 0-2 pitch from Mathis. Popped it up backwards. Count will stay 0-2. Looking forward to a little Masters this weekend.
Oh.
I haven't played golf much since I was 15 years old. To be honest with you, I got to where I could shoot about bogey golf, but I enjoy watching the Masters. The ball was in the dirt. They're going to say he swung. Ooh,
I thought he did.
Okay.
I really did. I was surprised that Mixon didn't grab it himself, but he did ask for help, and Champ Johnson down there immediately and emphatically said yes, he did, and I thought he did.
That's 4 Flint Energy's Ks for Logan Mathis. But 8 years ago today, J.D. Sessoms gave Patrick 2 tickets to go.
How about that?
It was a Friday, but it was 8 years ago today, according to Facebook. And he and I went over there. That was a bucket list right there. Hard hit ball into center field. Center fielder Marshall gets back. He's underneath it, makes the catch. Hard hit ball by Gallison, but it's going to be allowed out. That's 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth for the Bears. And it'll bring up Ethan Kinney. I'll say this. It's a lot hillier in person than in your recliner.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. We left number 10, and it looked like you were walking down an elevator shaft. And I'm thinking, when we walk down, we've eventually got to walk back up.
Come back.
And it's a gradual up, thank goodness, but it's still an up. I think we got about 20,000 plus steps that day. We'd find a seat, and we'd watch one twosome or threesome go through, and I'm like, I want to hang on for like 3 or 4 threes. Patrick's like, let's go, let's walk. I'm like, okay.
Oh, goodness.
Pitches inside for ball, 2-0. Kenny, the last chance here for the Bears in the fourth. 4-2 Houston County. Bears win 2 out of 3. They win the region and will face the number 4 team from the Pope region. Pitches inside, ball 3. Potentially Lassiter in the first round 2 weeks from Friday here at the Garden.
Winning this one today, if they can just win this first one, that puts a lot of pressure on Thomas Central.
Yes. And the pitch is high, ball 4. I don't know where Bear fans stand in their like or dislike of the Eagles across town, but today they're pulling for them.
Pulling for the Eagles.
Yes.
No question about that.
But if you ask Coach Hopkins, he'd say we need to take care of business ourselves.
Yeah, and he kind of alluded that in our pregame conversation, that less worried about what TCC's doing and more worried about taking care of business themselves.
Yep. Foul straight back against the brick. Jet Waller.
Yeah, Jet struck out looking in his first plate appearance and in relief of Noah Odom today.
from the stretch. Fastball right down the middle. 0-2. Mathis looks the runner over. Strike 3 looking. That's his 5th Flint Energy's K, and that'll end the inning for the Bears. No runs, no hits, 1 left. At the end of 4 complete, it's 4-2 Houston County. Let's get a break on the Sports Mike Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Central Georgia, get ready for a new era of championship care. Did you know that Houston Healthcare is now a part of Emory Healthcare? As Georgia's most comprehensive academic health system, Emory provides access to the nation's highest level of specialized care and technology with a convenience that is close to home. For more information, visit emoryhealthcare.org/Houston.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
You should be driving a Honda from Hughes Honda in Warner Robins, the #1 rated Honda dealership in Georgia, according to dealerrated.com, and home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. 0% financing available. Shop online for your next ride at HughesHonda.com. Hughes Honda on the corner of Moody Road and Russell Parkway, Warner Robins. Call 866-GO-HONDA. Hughes Honda wishes all the team success this year.
You should be driving a Honda from Hughes Honda. From Hughes Honda. HughesHonda.com.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Back at the Garden, it's Bob Daughtry with Tom Mobley bringing you the call today. The Bears, after 4 complete, lead 4-2. Batting here in the top of the 5th for Lee County will be the top of the order. That's Griffin Louthan and then Nathan Taxi and Knox Hillhouse. Tom, take it away, friend.
All right. First pitch swung on and hit into center field, deep center field. Hammonds is back. He's got it comfortably for out number 1. And a good start for the Bears here at the top of the 5th. It'll bring up Nathan Taxi, who walked, scored, and flew out to right field. Excuse me, flew out to left field in the 3rd. 4-2 Bears. I'll tell you what, I looked at that big Lindsey, the DH. We talked about the mountain of a man. I saw him over there in the dugout. Fastball strike at the belt. That young man looks 21 or 22 in the face.
Yeah, I'm
Might
looking
need to
at
check his birth certificate.
I'm looking at him right here. He does look like a grown man, that's for sure.
I'm telling you. He's one of them South Georgia farm boy, you know.
He might have got him redshirted a time or two, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, especially he's playing football for Coach Fabrizio. Yeah, they might have let him reclassify 2 or 3 times. Hard hit ball between the 6-5 gap hole, and he's on base with a single. That's Taxi. I didn't see that ball at all. I had to find the fielder that was reacting to it in the outfield.
You had to be tracking that one in a hurry because it was hot through the 5-6 hole, as you said.
Going to bring up Hillhouse, the catcher. He's popped to second, grounded to first. The whole infield in the shade and about most of left field. Grounder to short. Gallison charges, fires over, and has got him at first.
Wow.
Taxi will move to short to second. Hillhouse is retired. Nice play by Isaiah Gallison.
Really, he is so smooth out there defensively. I have not watched him a ton to really just focus and watch his mechanics, but he is some kind of slick fielding infielder.
Now, I've only seen Caden Harvey over here at third, the freshman. I've only seen him 1 or 2 innings when Gallison's come in relief. But I tell you what, there won't be much drop off at shortstop because that young man is a slick fielding infielder also. In fact, I'll be honest with you, that night the first night I saw Harvey play shortstop, Gallison made an error, and I was like, It may be Gallison at second, move Harvey to short, and move Noss over to third. It's popped up on the infield. Noss underneath it. Gallison drifting over. Gallison going to take it on the first base side of second for an F6. That will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 4.5, and it's Houston County 4, Lee County 2. Let's get a break on the Sports Mike Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Ortho Georgia's walk-in orthopedic urgent care centers are open from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. No appointment necessary. Forget about the long wait in the emergency room or urgent care facilities. Ortho Georgia's walk-in orthopedic urgent care centers are available on Northside Drive in Macon. Call 478-750-2803 and on Margie Drive in Warner Robins. Call 478-333-5960. Ortho Georgia, your choice for orthopedic excellence.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Rocco Farley at CGTC. I'm the 2024 Instructor of the Year for the Technical College System of Georgia. As a CDL driver and instructor, I spend my days in big trucks, on the road, listening to the radio. CGTC is here for you. We have big-time programs in nursing, aviation, commercial truck driving, and many more. CGTC is your college for big plans, big careers, and big futures. Become who you want to be, right here with CGTC.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Headed to the bottom of the 5th inning, Bears coming to bat, leading 4-2. Coach Hopkins had a meeting between innings there with his entire team over there in front of the dugout. And you got to wonder, what's he saying? Is it just encouragement? Let's finish right here. Let's tack on a couple more right here and get Mathis out of the game, see what their bullpen's got. A lot of conversation could have been had there. But the Bears come to bat here, Hardy, Noss, and Hammonds. Tom, tell us all about it.
All right. Hardy's singled and reached on a hit by pitch. He's got a run scored and a Central Georgia Technical College RBI. I think the first pitch called high, ball 1. On the breaking ball. Mathis working quickly. Hard hit ball up the middle. It's going to be a single into center by the Bear first baseman, and he's going to be 2 for 2.
And I tell you, he didn't miss that one even a little bit.
Nick Hardy's got to be in the running for our Middle Georgia State University Player of the Game.
Yep. Certainly a contender at this point.
Peyton Noss up. He's singled in 2 plate appearances. Would not be surprised if he doesn't lay one down. Coach Hopkins likes that bunt. Throw over to first. Hardy's back on his belly in plenty of time. First baseman going to hold the tag until Hardy calls timeout. He held it for about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You might pull that on somebody else, but usually the Bears don't fall for. Showing bunt is popped up in the third. They throw over to first. They got him doubled up. It's going to be a F5 to 3. Hardy got a little bit too far off first base. Noss didn't get the bunt down. And there's 2 outs and nobody on. And Davian Hammond coming to bat. Reached on a error by the right fielder and scored and struck out in the third.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate right there. Peyton just didn't get the ball on the ground.
Usually the Bears are pretty solid on the fundamentals of getting the bunt down. Boy, the infield play it way back. First pitch to strike. Fastball at the belt. Bottom 5, Sports Mike app game of the week. Powered by Hughes Honda. 4-2 Bears. 2 outs, nobody on. Pop up into center field. Colton Marshall underneath it. He makes a catch, and that'll end the inning for the Bears. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We've played 5 complete, and the Bears lead 4-2. Let's get a break on the Sports Mike Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Are you looking for fine meats and top-tier catering? Well, look no more. Here at the Butcher Shop, it's all waiting for you. We specialize in fresh, grade A meats, chicken, pork, vegetables, marinade, and homemade sweets. Our prices are as good as any supermarkets in the area. And let's not forget our exceptional hometown service is still second to none. So stop by and see David and Amy Dean along with their fine staff. The Butcher Shop, now located right across from Lowe's Home Improvements at 1057 Highway 96, Warner Robins, Georgia, or call 478-988-9262.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Named the #1 best value university in Georgia, Middle Georgia State University. We have a wide variety of high-quality undergraduate and graduate degree programs to choose from that are offered at the lowest tuition rates in the state. Offering programs on 5 campus locations as well as online, our degrees can lead to careers in in-demand fields such as business, information technology, nursing, computer science, and more. Learn more at mga.edu.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
We move to the top of the 6 here in the Sports Mike app game of the week. Bears leading 4-2. It'll be Matthew Giles, Connor Goff, Cole Lindsey, Ethan Kinney in his 6th inning of work. And to call it, my good buddy Bob Daughtry.
Thank you, Tom. Ethan been doing a great job. He's only had 2 strikeouts, only walked 1, so he's pitching to contact a lot. He's got good defense behind him. And the first pitch to Giles is high for a ball.
Yeah, we mentioned Hardy is a potential Middle Georgia State University player of the game. Kenny's got to be in that talk too.
Nice slider right there. Swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1.
I'll tell you, Giles is a big old boy too. They've got some good-looking guys. Like they could put on some helmets, and some shoulder pads, and give you a run for your money.
That pitch goes to the screen.
Well, I remember when Lee County was a doormat in football back 15 years ago.
Yeah. It was, I believe it was longer than that.
20.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a long time ago. 1-1 count. Pitch swung, hit left field. Medium depth. Back a couple of steps goes Waller, makes the play. F7 for the first out here in the 6th.
If you're just joining us, Noah Odom had to exit the game after being hit by a pitch in the helmet. And it looked like a glancing blow, but I guess it got him better than I thought it did, and had to move Hammonds to center and then move Gaines to left to right, and Jet Waller came in the game into left field at that time.
Connor Goff climbs in 0 for 2. Promptly hits the first pitch. 5-6 hole, nice job by Gallison to get to it, can't corral it. So he is 1 for 3 is Connor Goff. Infield or a single there.
I was looking forward to him making that catch.
And
just seeing if he could make that throw from the outfield grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I wouldn't have bet against him.
Absolutely. And when the ball was hit, I was thinking that's through. And then I think, well, Gallison may get to that. I want to see that arm on this play.
Yes.
So Lee County with the runner at first. Connor Goff. Cole Lindsey climbs in. Cole Lindsey 2 for 2 on the day. First pitch fastball, knee high, outside corner, called strike 1.
He hits in the 7th spot, but I'll tell you, I've been impressed. He's laced 2 nice singles.
Yep.
Good contact. Big DH.
The 0-1. Tardy on that one, a little bit of an elevated fastball, and he was late.
0-2 pitch, let's elevate just a little bit further and see if he'll bite.
If you can control it, that's a good option. Then you can come back with that slider if you need to on a 1-2. Setting up outside, looking sliderish. Yep, there it was, but it was off the plate.
Ooh.
Just off the plate. The crowd wanted it.
That was one of those, if it had been a 3-0 pitch, it would have been a strike. But on a 0-2 pitch, you're not going to get that call maybe.
A ball and 2 strikes. So now maybe he comes back with a fastball. And he did. Swung on and missed. And again, Lindsey was tardy on that one. That is the 3rd Flint Energy strikeout of the afternoon for Ethan Kinney. That'll bring up Colton Marshall. Colton Marshall 0 for 2, hit into a fielder's choice. and flied out to left field.
Felt like we were dragging through about the first couple of innings, but boy, I tell you what, this game has speeded up.
Yeah.
Kenny's gotten on a roll.
First pitch swung on left center field. Long run for Waller. He gets over, and actually Hammonds cuts him off. Hammonds cuts in front, makes the catch. So F8 for the third out. So no runs, one hit, no Bear errors, and one runner left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. Bears leading 4-2. You're listening to the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
What families need after suffering the loss of a loved one is time to come together to celebrate a life that was well lived in the way they choose and to focus on each other. McCullough Funeral Home is here to help you find the way to do just that, no matter what the right way is for you. At McCullough, it is our privilege to simply walk beside you and help guide you in the journey toward healing.
McCullough Funeral Home are proud sponsors of all Houston County High School sports.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Precision Collision Center, located next to the Dairy Queen on Highway 49 in Byron, Georgia. Offering collision repairs, frame and unit body repairs, wheel alignments, computerized color matching, and more. Family owned and operated. Serving all of Central Georgia. Precision Collision's auto body technicians are the best of the best in the state of Georgia. Middle Georgia's first choice in automobile and collision repair. Precision Collision Center in Byron.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the Garden, where Houston County leads Lee County 4-2. We move to the bottom of the sixth here in the Sports Mike app game of the week. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Bears. Tyson Gaines, Caden Harvey, and Raymond Byrd. And Logan Mathis for Lee County moving to his sixth inning, pitching a good ball game. 4-2 Bears, and to call it, Bob Daughtry.
Thank you, Tom. David Halsey, our good friend, shot me a text. He said, you're not supposed to talk about how quickly the game's moving. As an umpire, you never want to talk about how swiftly a game's moving along, because that thing will run off the rails in a hurry.
My nickname 5 years ago was Midnight Mobley, because I remember one night there was a doubleheader at Northside that was done before game one. My game won over at Veterans.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It was consistently.
First pitch to Gaines is a good slider inside corner, called strike one. Slider again. That one's downstairs. Evens count 1-1. Yeah, as an umpire, you never talked about how quickly a game's moving on. You didn't even like to think about it, because it inevitably would run off the rails. That's fastball down.
There was one night at Veterans. The pitcher had a perfect game going to the fifth. They were up 9-0 or 10-0, and they put the subs in. Coach Coffey put the subs in, and not only did it extend the game, they wound up playing like 9 innings, and it wound up being 13-12, and Tiff beat them.
Oh, my goodness. The 2-1 pitch is a breaking ball inside, and it's 3-1, and here comes the 3-1 pitch. That one swung on and lifted out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I was talking bad about him in the fifth because I couldn't go home, but I think the Veterans fans were talking bad about him after they got beat. We were there for another 2 hours when it looked like it was going to be over in about 10 minutes.
3-2 pitch to Gaines. That's downstairs, ball 4. Only the second walk of the ball game by my count. Let's see, there's one there.
Had his share of hit by pitches. No, I've got 3. I see 3.
I see 3 now. I found the third one. Yeah, he's hit as many as he's walked.
All in the first inning.
Yeah, all 3 of those hit by pitches in the first.
And I'm hoping, thoughts and prayers out for Noah Odom. I hope he's not.
Yeah,
hope it's not a concussion or anything.
I'm thinking that's precautionary, but I certainly do not know. We've got no, that's still Gaines. I thought we had a pinch runner at first, but no. So we're back to the top of the order. Caden Harvey. Caden singled, sacrifice bunt, flied out. So he's 1 for 2 on the day. Breaking ball from Mathis stays high, ball 1.
Sun is down. Lights are on.
Pickoff attempt at first. Gainus back safely. Yeah, and it's cooled off. I mean, the temperature is only dry. I mean, it's 70 degrees. It's very pleasant. Pickoff attempt. Gainus came back in standing up and almost came off the bag into foul territory. Nice job down there by French keeping the tag on. That he lifted him off the base on that attempt. Shades of the Minnesota Twins down there at first base.
Jet Waller is a freshman. So we've seen a pinch runner and two guys in the lineup. Two pinch runners are ninth graders. Talib and Blassingame are freshmen. And then Harvey and now Jet Waller are freshmen.
Bodes well for the future.
For the Bears.
Yeah.
Yep.
The 1-0 pitch fastball's downstairs, so it's 2-0 to Caden Harvey. Set and pitch. Another fastball swung straight through that one, did Caden. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count.
I know Coach Jason Brett, who's now the AD out here in AP, his son's a freshman on the varsity.
Yep.
Colton Smith, Coach Smith out at Bonaire Middle.
Okay.
His
Jason
son
Smith,
his son's a ninth grader on the varsity.
2-1 pitch upstairs a little bit, 3-1. Lee County fandom encouraging Mathis, telling him that was a good pitch. And I don't disagree, it was a good pitch. 3 balls and a strike, though, the count to Caden Harvey. And the pitch, that's downstairs, ball 4. So back-to-back walks here in the 6th. Bears in business. Runners at first and second, nobody out. I would expect some movement from the Trojan bullpen down there. I don't know if they've seen anybody or not. We're walled off, can't see down into the bullpen, or I can't.
I was thinking the exact same thing. And it's going to be timeout.
Yeah, here comes Coach Shiver calling timeout.
So let's get a break on the – nope. No, he's going back. Okay. Okay, I thought he was going out for a man visit, for a mound visit.
What was he? He may have been checking a pitch count verification, something. I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Is
what
somebody
that was about.
keeping up? Does somebody keep up?
Both sides keep up with it, and they just make sure. I'm assuming you just make sure that you're agreeing on the number. Runners at first and second. We got a switcheroo on the defensive stuff, just a distraction there. The second baseman ran across the infield to third. The third baseman charged, and shortstop stood still. First baseman stood still. I've never seen that in my entire baseball watching life, which covers a lot of ground.
Yep.
1-0 the count. We're going to do it again. Here comes the third baseman. Bunt shows. Back pick to second. That's what that was all about, was getting the distraction for the runners, and then a pickoff, and that throw goes into center field, and that's going to allow Gainus to go to third, and then the throw from the center fielder over toward third is wild, goes to the dugout. It doesn't go into the dugout, but it goes over into foul territory wildly, and Gainus is able to come around and score. Caden Harvey winds up at third base. So I'm going to say they'll probably put that play in their pocket.
2 errors.
Yeah.
1 on the pitcher.
Yep.
1 on the center fielder.
Yep. And a line shot over the head of the drawn-in second baseman. They had to draw the infield in because of the score and the situation and the runner at third and all those things. And all of that, they scored that runner and then they scored the runner from second after the second walk, and then the runner from first wound up at third without the benefit of even a pitch. It wasn't a hit or an error or anything like. It was just not even a pitch, but a pickoff attempt. And we are going to have a pitching change, Tom. So let's take a break here while we get this change, and we'll sort it all out. You're listening to Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
Being there, every minute, year after year. As your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, it's not just our way of doing business, it's our way of life. providing the energy our community relies on every day. And as a Touchstone Energy Cooperative member, that means value that goes far beyond the energy we provide. It's value you can't really put a price on.
Flint Energies, serving your community since 1937.
This is the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Hey, sports fans, this is Pastor Jim Perdue from Second Baptist Church right here in Warner Robins. We're located at 2504 Moody Road, and we'd love for you to join us on a Sunday. We meet at 9 a.m. for life groups and 10:30 a.m. for worship. You can find out more information on our website at secondfamily.church. That's secondfamily.church. Our prayers and support go out to all the coaches and athletes for a safe and successful season. From Second Baptist Church, your second family.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
And we're back here at the Bears' home field, Houston County, with a 6-2 lead here.
Number 10 warming up out there for Lee County.
At second base?
At shortstop.
At shortstop, okay. Let me get my lineup
and I don't see
if
a
I can track it down.
I'm assuming they moved the shortstop to second.
Number 10 is Kane Beard.
Okay. So Beard will be at shortstop. I'm assuming Louthan must have moved to second.
I believe that is correct.
Because Nate Shepard moved from second to pitcher's mound.
Right. That's right. I think that's what we've got.
6-2 Bears, Sports Mike app game of the week. Bears trying to get some more here in the bottom of the sixth. I tell you what, that play at second was a smooth-looking play. That second baseman running over to third and the shortstop backing it up until he threw it into center field.
Paid dividends, didn't it? For the Bears. Mercy. Yeah, it was just a distraction deal for the base runner at second is what they were trying to do. But that brings up Isaiah Gallison now with the runner at first base, and still nobody out here for the Bears in the sixth inning.
Unless you go to the runner, to the guy from second running to third.
Yeah.
You know, if you just go brain dead for about a second, that play ain't going to work. Something's up.
Gallison 0 for 2 tonight with a hit by pitch. Takes a strike, evens the count 1-1.
Nobody out, 6-2, bottom of the sixth. Bears leading.
Who is it running for Byrd down at first? Is that Blassingame again?
Yeah,
still the same runner. Gotcha. Breaking ball strike in there to Isaiah Gallison.
Gallison 0 for 2, got hit by a pitch in the first.
The 0-2 swung on and missed. Down goes Gallison for the first out. That is the first strikeout for Shepard, 5th of the game against the Bears.
I'll tell you, Shepard's not a big guy, but he's got an arm.
He does. He's bringing it up there pretty good, isn't he? I was thinking the same thing.
He looks like he's a ninth grader, but he's got a live arm.
Yeah, he looks like one of those 125-pounders, but he throws hard. Breaking ball stays high. The first pitch to Ethan Kinney. Ethan 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout, ground out, walked. So Blassingame runs it first. And the 1-0 runner goes. Mishandled there. Catcher tried to throw it before he caught it. So a stolen base there. Spiller's orthodontic stolen base for Blassingame. That's his second of the day, I believe. I'm right on that.
Yes. He had one in the second inning. And there was a little tip to it. Oh, I guess it was the mitt that it tipped, but I thought it might have tipped the bat.
Right, but I don't think it did. And the umpires got together, conferred about was that, did the field umpire think it hit the bat? And of course, it's next to impossible to know. Nonetheless,
I heard a little tick.
That was where it went off the mitt, though. I think you would have had to hear 2 ticks for the bat to have been involved in that. Nonetheless, 2-0 count. Blassingame runs at second base. Good live fastball, but stayed high, and it's 3-0 to Ethan Kenny.
These two teams will square off Friday in a doubleheader down in Leesburg. Our good buddy Cole Powell will have the broadcast, I think, starting at 4:30. 4:25 he'll be on the air with the Dozier Law Firm pregame show.
3-0 pitch to Kenny. Excuse me, swing. Foul out of play right side. 3-1 to count. I saw an amazing thing down in Leesburg years ago when Jimmy Turner was the head coach here at Houston County High. They went down there in a playoff game. I was not part of that staff. It must have rained 8 inches. Suspended the game, but Lee County said we can get the field ready. Ball 4 down to first goes Ethan Kenny with his second walk of the evening.
Well, did they?
But they worked for about 2.5 hours getting that field ready. It was amazing to me that the umpires let it go. It was a playoff game, playoff scenario. But, boy, howdy, what a mess. And there must have been 50 people out there in bare feet, short pants or pants rolled up, whatever, stomping around in that mud, shoveling off water. It was crazy. But they got the game finished. It took a while. Bunt attempt right there. Ball hit into the air. That one's going to get onto the ground. And safe at first. Safe at first is Waller. Jet with a bunt single. Raymond Byrd, Blassingame, running for Byrd. He comes around third, and he's going to try to score. And he's cut down 3-2 for the second out. Great throw from French.
Had a good tag by Hillhouse.
Yeah, it's a beautiful play. Coach Hopkins didn't like the call. Chris Mixon right on top of it. I think he got it right. It was a beautiful play. We got a little, yep. We had a replay here on our video, but it was a little bit still too fast to really see it. But that was a great play by French. Don't fault the effort from the Bears trying to steal a run right there. So Waller stands at first with an infield single on a bunt. That brings up Nick Hardy. He takes strike one. Ethan Kenny wound up at second base. So the Bears have runners at first and second now with 2 outs.
That would have taken a slow motion, really slow motion, good shot, angle to tell, because it was bang at the plate.
Yeah, it really was. I absolutely agree. Breaking ball bounces up there. Another nice play by Hillhouse. Yeah, again, I don't fault the decision to send him from third. Obviously, good speed, Blassingame. 1-1 count to Hardy. Long look in by Shepard. And the pitch, that's a breaking ball up and in, stayed that did nothing but spin. That didn't move a lick.
Hardy hadn't dipped his helmet. He'd have gotten hit in the noggin again.
That's right. 2-1 to count to Nick Hardy. Long look back at the runner at second, and the fastball pitch down at the shortstop, hurdled by the runner from second. Throws across 6-3 on the putout. Down goes Hardy, down go the Bears. But the Bears scratch 2 here in the 6th, take a 6-2 lead as we'll head to the 7th. Bears need 3 outs to go to the house. You're listening to the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
For more than 15 years, Sports Mike has served the community by providing broadcasts of Central Georgia sporting events. Through our broadcast platform, the Sports Mike app, we stream coverage of live events for Houston County and share our system with several nearby communities, including Gray, Forsyth, and Cochran. The Sports Mic app is free to download and use, compliments of our wonderful network partners. We encourage you to support these businesses who have been so generous in building this program. Download the app today by typing in SPORTSMIC on Google Play or the App Store. The Sports Mic app, the voice of Central Georgia sports.
You're listening to the Sports Mic Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the Sports Mic app game of the week, and we've got a slow motion replay on that play at the plate. And let's see what we see, Bob.
There's the throw coming from French. Wow, that's about as close as you can get it right there. The tag was a little bit high on the shoulder and on the face first, the head first slide attempt by Blasingame. Even after the slow-mo, Tom, I can't tell.
If he'd called it safe, I wouldn't have argued. If he called him out, I have no argument there either. 6-2, we moved to the top of the 7th, got to hold them, and the Bears will walk away with a region win. It's Mathis, Loughton, and Tazzy, 9-1-2, and my good buddy Bob Daughtry with the call.
Thank you, sir. First pitch from Kenny, fastball right through there, called strike one. Kenny trying to go the distance here. Game 1 of the 3-game set. Breaking ball on the 1-strike pitch. 2-hopper out to Gallison. Fields that one easily. Tosses over casually. I like it. 6-3 on the putout. First out of top of the 7th. Back to the top of the order.
So since the second inning, every inning, Lee County's gotten one hit, and that's it.
Yep.
Ethan Kenny's really settled down after the first inning.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, that they have been consistently getting one hit and not able to stack them together. First pitch to Loughton is a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Comes back fastball. That was lifted. That's deep left field, but it's too high. Plenty of room out there.
Jet Waller on the catch, the freshman. That's out number 2. Nathan Taxey's the last chance for the Lee County Trojans. He's reached on a single and a walk. He's 1 for 2, flew out to the left in the 3rd.
Yep, as you said, scored the first run of the night for Lee County back in the first inning.
Lee scored 2 in the first, and they hadn't scratched since. The Bears 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the in the 6th.
First pitch to Taxi goes outside, ball 1.
Those 2 insurance runs, bottom of last inning, were sweet.
Yeah. You know, even if the score doesn't matter, I mean, if they don't count, if they don't make a difference in the score, just the difference in the mentality here. How do you play the 7th? You don't have you got a lot more cushion here.
Yeah, especially if you get a runner on.
Yeah. 2-0 count. Fastball outside, 3-0.
To me, Kenny's got to be more aggressive in the zone up 4.
Right. Yeah.
You know, where you could be a little bit more cautious, especially with the runner on base.
Yeah, now you can let it rip. 3-0. Right through there, fastball. Here it comes. Hit it if you can. 3-1.
I'm expecting the same thing here on the 3-1
certainly,
pitch.
if I'm calling pitches, that's what I'm telling him. Throw it down the middle, see if he can hit it. And he did, and he did not swing. 3-2. And I'm going to do the exact same thing again. Just here it comes. Do what you can. Fouled it out of play. Another good fastball. Because one thing's for sure, he's not going to tie the game.
No. And down 6-2, if I'm the Lee County coach, I've got him taking a couple of strikes, too.
I don't have any problem with that either.
No.
Absolutely right. He is the number 2 hitter, so, you know, obviously knows what he's doing. Fastball drilled deep center, but plenty of room out there for Hammonds. Made an over-the-shoulder catch, and that'll do it. So an F8 ends the game. 3 up, 3 down for Lee County. We'll close it out here. We'll take a break. We'll come back and give you the totals, give you the Middle Georgia State University Player of the Game.
And the Second Baptist Postgame Show.
Second Baptist Church Postgame Show. You're listening to the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
What does your smile journey look like? At Spillers Orthodontics, our experienced doctors and staff can help you understand your options. Whether it's Invisalign or traditional braces, they will guide you to your perfect smile. Dr. Don Spillers, Dr. Trey Spillers, and Dr. Adam Gordon have a combined 44 years of experience offering high-quality orthodontic treatments. Visit our offices in Warner Robins and Macon or online at drspillers.com to begin your journey to that radiant smile.
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
You're listening to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network.
Welcome to the Second Baptist Postgame Show. Second Baptist Church, 2504 Moody Road. Second Baptist Church wants to be your second family. If you don't have a church home, come visit at Second Baptist Church on Moody Road. Houston County 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error committed, 9 left on base. For Lee County, 2 runs scored on 7 hits. They committed 4 costly errors, 6 left on base. Bears win the big region game. They move to 11-2 in the region. 1 more region win, and they will be region champs. 425 Cole Powell from Leesburg on Friday. Winning pitcher is Ethan Kinney. I had him for 4 Flint Energy's Ks. Settled down after the first pitch, a really good game. And, Bob, you have a Middle Georgia State University Player of the Game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ethan Kinney, Tom. He did such a good job of, as you mentioned it in the 7th, he gave up 2 runs in the first. He came back after that, and he gave up 1 base hit in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings, and nothing in the 7th. He was always in control. As you said, he only walked 1. He struck out 4, so he's pitching to contact. Good defense behind him. I'm going to give the Player of the Game to Ethan Kinney.
All right, we appreciate Middle Georgia State University and Second Baptist Church and their sponsorship. And, as always, we're powered by Hughes Honda. This has been the Second Baptist Postgame Show. Houston County 6 and Lee County 2. Bob, it's been good working with you.
Absolutely. Enjoyed it.
Yes.
Enjoyed it. You guys, y'all tune in Friday. Listen to T. Cole Powell starting at 425 with a doubleheader down in Leesburg.
That's right. So for Bob Daughtry, this is Tom Mobley and saying good night and congratulations on the Bears on the big region win. This has been high school baseball on the Sports Mike Digital Network, powered by Hughes Honda.
This has been the Sports Mike Broadcast Network, powered by Hughes Honda. This broadcast is copyright 2025-2026. Rebroadcast, whole or in part, is prohibited without expressed written consent from Sports Mike, LLC. The Sports Mike Broadcast Network, powered by Hughes Honda. Download our app in the Apple Store or on Google Play and AMP, and follow us online at sportsmike.com.
check. Mic check. Testing. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sports Mike Broadcast Network and an extended edition of the Second Baptist Postgame Show here. I'm T. Cole Powell. I'm here with head coach Matt Hopkins as his team comes back home from Tallahassee at an extended break and comes out and gets a big region opening win over Lee County 6-2. Coach, it was kind of a tough game because you had half of your team out yesterday. Illness, a late season illness came in, but how did your team respond to fight to knock off Lee County tonight?
Well, it's always a tough game anyway, coming off spring break. We're out of your routine. We hadn't played since last Wednesday, and this game always scares me, not just because it's region, but again, baseball players, not only baseball players, but teenage baseball players definitely need structure and routine, and I thought that they did a good job of recovering early. You know, we went down 2-0, and we found a way to battle and get ahead, and then just found a way to hold on, but I thought they did a good job of battling through it, and our guys are competitors, and they're going to find a way to do what they can.
Yeah, because the last time Lee County played here on a Tuesday, I mean, it didn't go so well. It was an 8-2 victory, and it ultimately gave Tift County the region in the weirdest way possible. But Hoko was able to overcome and fight, you know. But they didn't have a lot of RBIs, if I'm not mistaken. Only 2. There were 2 balks that brought in runs and errors. I mean, it was an interesting game. I mean, the defense did an amazing job because Lee County put a lot of barrels to balls, but they were not able to quite execute a lot of them. I mean, what does that tell you about the defense that had to do a lot of work tonight?
Well, yeah, a lot of those guys didn't even get reps there. Our center fielder goes down in, I think, the first inning, you know, and all of a sudden we're moving guys around the outfield. I don't know if Tyson Gaines has even taken a rep in right all year, and he gets tested, and Davian did a good job filling it in center field, and I thought our guys recovered well, and so did Ethan Kinney. He started getting in the zone, getting ahead, getting his contact, and that's his game. And I just thought they did a good job of, like you said, just handling the baseball when it came to them and finding a way to produce runs in any way we could.
All righty, how big was it for Ethan Kenny to go full today with Tyson Gaines being out from the pitching tonight?
Oh, it was massive. You know, I was looking through our lineup, and, you know, I'm sitting there going, I can't throw Gallison to close. I don't have Gaines. I don't have, you know, some of our leverage arms, you know, and we've done a good job on the mound, but in these games you want those guys that are battle-tested, and I thought that it was massive, you know, for Ethan Kinney to be able to give us a complete game and let those guys rest, and now hopefully the next 2 days we can get our feet under us and be ready for Friday.
Absolutely. Kenny only had 78 pitches, which was good for him. And now the last question is, now you got to get some rest, continue to get your players well here, get ready for Friday. Big region road doubleheader at Lee County to finish off region play in 2026. What is it going to take to go down to Leesburg in a hostile environment to try to just get one game to claim the region title and maybe try to go for the sweep?
Well, you just can't take anything for granted. You know, you feel good because you got one, you know, but they're not going to give you one when you get down there. And it's really hard to play on the road. And we're going to have to really focus up and try to produce more runs when we get the opportunity and not hope that things work out for us.
Yeah, but absolutely. And it looks like Coffee is going to go on ahead and knock down veterans and extras tonight, which will knock Lee County out of playoff contention. So Lee County's going to have nothing to lose on Friday. Well, Coach, congratulations on the region opening win, and we look forward to seeing you guys down in Leesburg on Friday.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right, now I'm here with our final interviewee of the night, starting pitcher Ethan Kinney, who got the call up tonight with Tyson Gaines being under the weather from not able to pitch tonight, but he was able to bat and play in right field. Ethan, congratulations on a complete game on the mound when you needed it most. 3 strikeouts and only 78 pitches tonight in 7 innings. What did you see out of your team in this big trap game against Lee County tonight?
Well, really, I feel like a lot of us are a little under the weather right now. I mean, we got guys that are not really coming out. They're not coming out flat, but I could definitely tell that we're lacking a little bit of energy, and that's expected after spring break. But really, I feel like we played good defense today, and our bats started clicking in big moments.
All righty, so I mean, how big was it for your defense today that helped you out? Because Lee County put a lot of barrels to balls in this game, but how was y'all's defense able to execute and not have any errors tonight when you needed it most? When Lee County could have put a lot of balls into play and have a lot of runs.
I mean, our defense played great today. I mean, in the first inning, I was a little shaky, started doubting myself a little bit, and wasn't getting some calls here and there. I mean, final call goes up to the umpire, but I mean, really, I just trust myself and trust my defense, just because I know they got my back.
All righty, so we take care of this game. You're now sitting at 11-3 in the region. TCC, obviously, they took care of Northside at home today. What is it going to take to go down to Leesburg with Lee County looking like they're going to be eliminated from playoff contention tonight, and with nothing to lose as y'all try to get one to claim the region title and try to go for the sweep?
Really, just taking these next few days very serious and just really getting our guys to recover and just really just going down there and playing with a lot more energy. I mean, playing at Lee's a hard place to play, and we just got to go down there and take care of business.
All righty, well, thank you for your time, Ethan. Congratulations on the big win tonight, and we look forward to seeing y'all down there on Friday.
Thank you. See you, Cole.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for tonight. For the boss man, Greg Elrod, our production manager, Josh Profit, your scoreboard runner for the production, T. Cole Powell, and your interviewee, and our audio broadcasters, Tom Mobley and Bob Daughtry. Thank y'all for listening to this edition of High School Baseball on the Sports Mite Network, powered by Hughes Honda. We look forward to making the trip down to Leesburg, and until then, have a great rest of your week. We look forward to hearing you guys in Southwest Georgia on Friday. Take care.